I like to talk a lot. And you guys can figure that out by now. I talk a lot of times with so many words, 1,000 words a day with content and whatnot. But there's one word that always sticks to me, that is grateful. I'm always grateful to do stuff like this, to podcast, make some YouTube videos, some TikToks. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the life I have. I'm all about spreading positivity because, you know, the world can be a cruel place at times, but it's always nice to have some positivity here and there. That's what the people at Grateful Apparel are all about. Grateful Apparel, it's always been about you, the change, the fighter, the one who refuses to settle with the cards you were dealt with, the uplifter, the passion chaser, the one who knows that hitting rock bottom just means you're about to shoot to the top. Their brand is focusing on positivity and changing moods around the world, and I cannot agree with them more. The message is great, and their clothes are also really great. Got a lot of different shirts, hats, and hoodies. I got a couple of shirts. I'm wearing one right now. I got the hat here. Really, really good stuff. I like the shirts. Has like a vintage look to it, and the graphics are really cool. They're always changing it, always having some new stuff drop. The merch is really, really good. I love their message, and I love their clothes, and you're going to love them too if you head over to gratefulapparel.com right now. Use code FONZ, F-O-N-Z, for 15% off your order. Get yourself a new shirt, a hat, whatever you want to do at Grateful Apparel. They got really good stuff over there and a really good message. You want to support their brand. Good pricing there, and you'll get even better price if you use my code, like I said, FONZ, FONZ, for 15% off your order. gratefulapparel.com. Head over there right now. Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. As I, Fonz the Falcon, thank you so much for taking just a few short minutes of your beautiful day to check out another video here. And today, we got to talk about it because it's finally back. Well, close to, not officially released yet, but it's getting there. That's right, EA Sports is officially announced the release date for College Football 25. And I am actually really excited for it. Now, if you aren't aware, if you've been living under a rock for so long, here's a little reminder of the NCAA football video game franchise. It started off in 1993 when it was called Bill Walsh College Football, and it was basically pretty much Madden, but with a college football atmosphere. Meaning that you can coach, you can create a player, you can just play any college team, and you can do everything not just coaching-wise. You can recruit players and build a dynasty from the ground up. And for me, I like the NFL more than college football in real life, but for some reason with a video game, I think college football, the video game series, was a whole lot better. Because for college football, there's a lot more options to choose, over 100 different schools to pick from, and it felt more satisfying to build a program that was nothing into a championship level material. As opposed to the NFL, there's only 32 teams, and still the lower level teams were still pretty good with cap space and whatever. Just something about college football, building the program from the ground up, was a lot more satisfying. And on top of it, there's also a lot more options as far as the offense. There's a cool option offenses, air raid offenses. Madden was just very simplified, just a regular standard pro style offense. And for some reason in college football, the video game was just a lot more fun. But the game itself too, the licensed colleges were in there too, with the mascots, stadiums, and everything. The whole atmosphere was there. The only thing was that the players were not actually in the game. Instead, you had the generic Michigan quarterback number 10 or Illinois running back number 7. The names weren't there, but you kind of knew who they were. And that led to a lot of fans actually importing their own college rosters, making the names themselves of the actual rosters, and a lot of people downloading them to make them more realistic. And the last game we saw was NCAA Football 14, a game that was still played to this day, and I still play to this day, because in 2013, the NCAA removed its licensing with EA Sports. It was all because of the legal disputes in regards with player image and likeness, which we kind of know for a long time. That was kind of the big debate. Should college athletes should be paid with their name, image, and likeness and whatnot too? And it was a big debate way before. And even though the NCAA did remove themselves from the EA licensing, the EA still planned on making the college football series, but after 3 major conferences ended up pulling out of the entire series, they ended up making a hiatus. And for a long time, 10 plus years, people were asking, when is the new NCAA football coming out? Well, in February 2021, EA announced the series would return for the next-gen consoles by the summer of 2023. It ended up getting pushed back to mid-2024 because they were making the game from the ground up, from scratch. Because remember, the last game was on the Xbox 360, PS3 consoles. There was no college football game for the Xbox One, PS4. They basically skipped a whole generation of consoles, so of course it was going to take a little bit to build a brand new game from scratch. And thus, we got the new game announced on July 19, 2024. We are getting EA Sports College Football 25. So nice. And of course, with the new NIL deals coming about with college football, we're going to get the actual player name and images in the game. It's cool. EA revealed they were going to pay each athlete $600 and a copy of the game if they were allowed to use their image and likeness in the game. Now, there's some athletes, most notably Arch Manning from Texas, declined to be in the game. And with that, they're still technically going to be on the roster, at least with Texas quarterback number 10, but you cannot actually edit their names and change it because they're going to do a little bit of a blocker there. I don't know how that's going to work. It's going to be interesting to see. But by March 2024, you had over 10,000 athletes accept their bid into the game, and they wanted to be in it, and I'm so happy to see that. A lot of athletes wanted to be in this game, and who could blame them? A lot of those kids probably never even really heard about that game, where they played at a really, really young age, and they saw how much money they can get off this too, and awesome to see that they could be in a video game. Because let's be a good portion of them would probably not make it to the next level, so to have an opportunity to be in the Madden game was really hard to come by, so this is the best opportunity for them. Plus, for college students, $600 and a copy of the game, That's pretty good. It also announced that EA Orlando, the developers from the Madden NFL series, were going to be taking part in this game. And I'll guess that in a little bit on how I feel about that. We see here with the cover, it's the standard edition with Quinn Ewers, Travis Hunter, and Donovan Edwards that are going to be on the cover of the standard edition of the game. Which you kind of figured those three would be in there too because how popular they are within college football, particularly Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball. But before we get into what is actually confirmed to be in the College Football 25 game and my thoughts about it going forward, let's take a look at the trailer here. Let me tell you, the trailer is really cool. I got to watch it again. Look how good it looks. Now, it's just the Hydra they released for it this past week. You see all the stuff with the college traditions. It's really cool. LSU, Clemson, all that stuff too.
It is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players.
It just looks really good, man. It really, really does. Waited 10 years for this moment. The atmosphere, it's going to be electric. I can't get over it. And I think that Harley is really cool too. Wisconsin's in here also. Every single college football team in the FBS is in this game. I love the music background here with this too. This is different with college football vibes here. With the different offenses you're going to see here, this is just going to be really good. And they have all the traditional stuff here with all the college teams. And shout out to triple option offense, by the way. And it's still weird to see the actual names of the players on the back instead of us manually putting them in too. Of course, got to put Travis Hunter there as a U. It's just simply beautiful. If that didn't get you hyped for the new college game, I don't know what will. Now, look, I know it's just a trailer, and you take it with a grain of salt here. I know it's not full gameplay, you're just seeing the hype video for it. But let me tell you, if you've been a fan of the game series like myself, you've been waiting for it for a very, very long time. If you were playing NCAA 14 like myself, with the continuous updated rosters that fans have done for this, you'd be excited too. Now, here's some confirmed stuff that's going to be involved in the game, what is confirmed so far. All 134 FBS teams are going to be in the game, but not 120 of the FCS teams, which kind of makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up eventually adding the FCS teams down the line, but for a start, this is good to have all the main teams on there. Makes a lot of sense. Chris Fowler and Kirk Hershey are going to commentate the game. Kirk Hershey was actually in the last NCAA football franchise, so it's good to have him back on here. Along with Kevin Connors, Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Reese Davis are going to be in the game as well with the halftime shows, pregame shows, and whatnot too. All familiar faces with College Game Day even to today. And they said also many of the features from NCAA 14 will be returning for NCAA Football 25, including Team Builder, Road to Glory, and Dynasty Mode. Here's some of the gameplay stuff they talked about in this here. You got the wear and tear system, which is very simple, the fatigue stuff. As the game goes on, as the hits build up to, players are going to experience fatigue too. It's kind of more of an update of what we've seen in past football games. So that's pretty cool to see. And you got some pre-snap recognition stuff. It's more of, do you want to start the 4-year starter as a senior or the unproven freshman? So it's really cool to see they kind of add different factors in for the seniors to the freshmen. A little bit of different gameplay, kind of planning it out. And of course, the home field advantage, you kind of saw with the trailer too. And of course, with college football in real life, the home field advantage is a big advantage no matter where you play too. So it's kind of cool to kind of factor that into the game also. And like I said too, the iconic atmosphere, every single college football team's atmosphere, the fight songs, the stadiums, the mascots are all going to be in there too. There's going to be a different stadium, a different team you play. It's going to have a different atmosphere to it, similar to what it is in real life. Now with the game modes I previously mentioned, with Dynasty, it's basically the same thing like in any other football game. You create a coach in your own college football program. You can recruit players and whatnot too to build your team from the bottom all the way to the top. And also they have coach archetypes and also skills trees too, similar to what they've done in the previous Maddens, but it's kind of a little bit bare bones. I'm sure the college football one will be a lot better because we've seen it in the past. They do a really good job when it comes to the coaching tree stuff. And also too, a big thing, they're adding the college football playoff, not just the standard 4-team one, but you can also do an expanded 12-team one, which they're going to do in the near future. But you can customize how many way you go up to 12 teams, which is really cool. And with Team Builder, you can also build your own college football program. You don't like the 134 teams to use, you can build your own team. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people building their own FCS teams in the game as well. Because again, the community for the NCAA football franchise is absolutely crazy. They also have the famous Road to Glory one, which is very simple. Create your own player. You go through the high school ranks, you get recruited to play at the college football level, and eventually maybe win the Heisman, win some awards. It's really, really fun. It's just as good as NBA 2K's My Player. It sure is a hell of a lot better than Madden's created player, because that's just not even fun. I haven't played that in a very long time. And it's cool. You can manage your weekly schedule, your GPA, your name, image, and likeness too, and earn the coach trust to get more playing time. It's definitely going to be more detailed on here. We're going to get more details on it as it comes about. That's going to be very interesting to see. Imagine you like fail your math test and you cannot play in the national championship game. That'd be kind of funny. I swear to God, if I have to take some sort of science classes or whatever in my game here, I will not like that. They also have the Road to the College Football Playoff, which is experience, a new way to play competitively across consoles on the Road to College Football Playoff, representing a university, climbing the polls and whatnot too. So it's basically like just playing the College Football Playoffs when you're skipping the whole regular season. And lastly, I'm not a big fan of this. You guys know how I feel about this. It is the Ultimate Team. It is making a return here for the College Football Series. Now for me, I never liked Ultimate Team or My Team for NBA or even Diamond Dynasty for MLB The Show. It's just basically pay to play and whatever too. I think the Ultimate Team ended up ruining the Madden franchise. Now we did see Ultimate Team go into NCAA Football 14, but that was just when it just started with Madden, so you didn't have to pay to play. You just ended up playing some games and getting some cards and whatnot too. But once that series died out and we saw Madden, they ended up building the Ultimate Team a lot more. You see a lot of people using it, paying to play and whatever, and they just ended up advertising that a lot more. So we never really saw it with college football. That's the one thing I'm a little bit worried about, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But still, it could be cool. I'm interested to see what kind of past college football legends they're going to put on there too. Can you imagine they have a Cam Newton card or an RG3 or somebody? That'd be actually really cool. Because again, you kind of saw it in NCAA Football 14 when they added those types of players. But again, there was no microtransactions, so it was kind of fun at the time. But I worry about this Ultimate Team. And that kind of goes with the pre-order bonus of the game. There's 3 different versions to order the game. There's the standard version. And that pre-order stuff, you get 1 Alma Mater Ultimate Team pack, which I already know, Ultimate Team stuff. Just get ready for the Ultimate Team stuff here. You also get an Ultimate Team cover athlete pack here, which is one of the 3 that you mentioned on there, Travis Hunter, Edwards, and Quinn Ewers. And a Bring Glory Home Ultimate Team uniform item, which basically is another uniform you can do with your created team. Then you got the Deluxe Edition, which is the stuff you mentioned previously in the Standard Edition and the other stuff as follows. You get a 3-day early access to the game. You get 4,600 college football points, whatever that is. I think that's the tokens for the game itself. And like I said, the other stuff that was previously mentioned, the Ultimate Team packs. And here comes the big one. It is the MVP edition of the game, which includes everything mentioned in the standard and deluxe editions of College Football 25 and Madden 25. Yeah, they somehow tied Madden into this game. So it's on top of that with the Madden stuff. You get the Madden 25 Deluxe Edition. That is 3 days early access, 4,600 Madden points, Ultimate Team challenges, player items, cover athlete, Ultimate Team stuff, and the Elite Player item, which is basically just Ultimate Team stuff on here, as I see. Legendary XP boost and the Superstar Drip gear, which basically is like your creative player that you put into the Ultimate Team stuff too. So it's just all Ultimate Team stuff. Now, I'm all for pre-order bonuses of games. I think back in the day in the Xbox 360, PS3 era, and even the early Xbox One era, that's where the peak stuff of pre-order stuff was. You got a lot of cool pre-order bonuses, whatever too. But the Madden one was the one that I never liked because it was just all Ultimate Team stuff that I never used. So I ended up never pre-ordering a Madden because I just didn't really have the use for it. And look, that's a whole other video for a whole other day of the whole Madden series and whatever, and kind of a downfall, I feel like, where they said this year was the make or break year, and guess what? Madden 24 ended up failing again. And you could tell from EA, they're trying so hard to make Madden still relevant. They were trying to tie in Madden 25 with this one too, because you know the college football sales are going to go through the roof, and they're going to try to have Madden go into this bunch a little bit. And I guess that's kind of where the worry is for me. One, with the Ultimate Team stuff, you saw what EA Sports has done. Eventually, at the end of the day, they are a company trying to make money here, and you saw the Ultimate Team has taken over the Madden stuff, and just fans that like myself who just want casual gameplay have turned to just not use Madden as much because it's just pay to play. It's just horrible. They don't fix anything. They just keep adding stuff to Ultimate Team and basically paying to play. And I just really hope that EA doesn't drop the ball with this, because fans have been asking this for 10 plus years. And that's probably why people are going to get it no matter what. Hell, I'm probably still going to get it too. But the Ultimate Team stuff to see on here tying in with Madden, and also the history with Electronic Arts with the sports games itself, I do have a worry about it a little bit, because realistically, there is a good chance that EA could mess up College Football 25 because of the history EA has with Madden and with the other sports games they have. It's mainly just Madden because people have complained about it for so long, and it's the only football licensing game with professional sports, and it's just really bad. The last really honest good Madden, I would say, it's probably Madden 12, but if you really want to go further than that, probably say Madden 08, Madden 09. Because even the recent ones for the later part of the Xbox One, PS4, and even now to PS5 and Xbox Series X, they just have been bad. And as much hype as I am for College Football 25, I do worry about that a little bit because of Electronic Arts. If it was any other company, 2K for example, I wouldn't be as worried about it. But the history with Electronic Arts and seeing the deluxe bundle stuff, including Ultimate Team stuff, I'm going to have a feeling they're going to really try to push Ultimate Team a lot. I just hope it's not the case. Again, I hope I'm proven wrong. Am I still going to get it? Absolutely. Am I going to pre-order it? I'm not sure yet. I got to see more deals about it as it goes forward. But still, if you're waiting 10 plus years for this, you should be excited. I am excited, but I have a little bit of worry in the back of my mind because of the history itself. But let me know what you think. Are you excited for College Football 25? Am I overreacting to it? What are your expectations for this game? Comment down below. As always, you can always subscribe to the channel, Fonz DeFalco. We've got some other stuff on this channel too. So I'm looking back in the sports world, some Fonz Tops 10, some Fonz's rankings, and also my podcast, the Slickback Kickback Report, which is uploaded weekly on this channel. But if you like audio version of the podcast, you get the audio version wherever you get your podcast. Spotify, Apple, wherever. You can check out my side channel, Fonz Talk Jersey, where I talk exclusive jersey content. A lot of good stuff on there. Like I said for a while, this channel is more of a grab bag of stuff too. Could be a sports video, could be a wrestling video. Hell, it could be a gaming discussion video. You never know what you're getting on this channel. If you like that, definitely subscribe, hit the bell, and tell some friends. Follow my TikTok and Instagram down below at Fonz DeFalco. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Again, let me know your thoughts down below of College Football 25. Have a good day, good night, good evening. Whenever you're watching said video, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.